I'm your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Friday, the 24th of March, 2023. Remember, viewers, we are live on stream, Facebook. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. It's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. So, viewers, at this point in time, call your friends, call your family. Let them know Real Talk with Saieed Ali is going live on the network. Remember that, viewers, to share our live stream. Share our live stream, viewers. It is important to us that you share it, and let us remain the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago on social media and on television in the real world we are today. So, as we start our program tonight, Princestown MP Barry Padarat is calling on the government and the RIC to hold its hand on implementing increase to water and electricity rates. Padarat said his call comes on the heels of the admission by the Public Utility Minister that WASA has sent its business plan to the RIC already. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, I was telling you this. I was telling you about this. When electricity goes up, WASA is going to send up their rates. You may or may not believe me. But since last week, I have been telling you this. Yesterday, I mentioned it to you when it came out. And I told you that. And tonight, I am telling you again. The price and cost of living in Trinidad is going to go up. Electricity is like gas. When gas goes up, everything goes up. Electricity is proposed to go up. WASA is going to go up. Your grocery bill is going to go up. Imagine that, eh? Imagine that. He stated, therefore, this will result in back-to-back rates increase in electricity and water rate in the coming months. I told you this. I told you this was going to happen. Now it's happening. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Talk to me, my friend.
Yeah, Saeed, I have a problem, right? The problem is this. Last year, October, I bought a washing machine. Whirlpool product, right? And the washing machine worked for 2 weeks, and the washing machine shut down on me. When I called the company and I tell the company, they said they will send a technician. Remember, it's 12 months guarantee the machine have it. Right, they send a technician, the man come and change one big junker part on the washing machine. Right? And when he change the part, the machine come and work for 5 months, going to 6 months, and the machine shut down again, water leaking. And the machine is like a old truck crash. That is how the machine make it. A Whirlpool product, Whirlpool. Right? When the company called me yesterday and tell me that they have a technician, I tell the girl, I say, what? I don't want a technician to come to my house there. My house don't have garbage. You understand? Come and remove the machine and bring back a machine and put it from there. The machine, it will make 6 months yet. And the machine spoiled twice now.
Wow.
Right? And I pay me big money for that machine. Right? They say you have rules and regulation. So actually, my money, they have rules and regulation too.
No, but are they going to replace your machine?
No, they are replacing no machine. The machine leaking water, the machine making a hard noise like a plane crashing or a truck crashing. You understand? And they tell me that to send a technician to check that. I didn't know I spend money to buy junker Whirlpool garbage to put in my house.
But is it a new machine you bought?
Brand new machine. That makes 6 months yet. And you don't spoil 2 times already.
And you're under warranty?
Under 12 months warranty.
But they're supposed to replace your machine because...
Yeah. She often tell me her rules and regulations to deal with.
Well,
what is my money? The her rules and regulations, am I going to pay for it?
It may be a new machine you buy in the store, but let's just say they import it as a used machine.
That is that when the company bring in used Whirlpool product, and the problem not lasting, they shut it down. You know?
I understand. Thank you so much for voicing your concerns. You should visit Consumer Department, and I believe they would help you a little more on getting back a machine. Let's just hope it's a new machine this time and not a foreign use. Thank you, my friend. So viewers, look out in the coming months for more water rate. Now, Padarat, he added that against the backdrop of massive unemployment, high crime, high food price, runaway inflation, and high cost of living, a back-to-back increase in utility rates will have a disastrous impact on citizens, essentially wiping out the middle and lower class. I told you this is going to happen. I mentioned this to you before anybody else mentioned it, because a bird started to sing to me. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. I love that bird, you know. A bird started to sing to me. He said, Saeed, he said, you're going to see a rippling effect on price increase in Trinidad and Tobago. So said, so done. Because groceries going to go up. The gas station now, they might use more electricity. And when that goes up, what do you think is going to come after? Now they increase in gas again? So what you going to do now? Well, it's now the robbery and the crime will start in Trinidad. Because everybody have to survive. They have bills to pay. They're going to cut down on things that they have. They're going to cut down on probably grocery item. They're probably going to cut down on linemen. They're probably going to travel at least 2 times or 3 times to work now, even though you have a vehicle. Trinidad and Tobago, we are not going into no rich years to come, you know. We are going into dangerous times. You might have to pay for security for your board house now, because they might come and take out the board and go with it. I'm telling you, that is the type of month we are going to go into. It's sad, but this is the reality. Moving along. 2 years after the House of Representatives passed a legislation allowing the public to use pepper spray for personal protection, the police have said 9 permits have been granted to import it. The Firearm Amendment Bill 2021 was passed in June 2021. Then Attorney General Saieed Ali said the bill proposed a process for applying issue permits, illegible and prohibited for individuals, and setting up a pepper spray registry was similar to the Firearm Users Registry. Now, Public Information Officer Inspector Michelle Lewis stated the applicants for permit had encountered some problems and reminding them of the procedure. She said the application process may be completed online. Police are also seeing a problem where persons are not uploading their receipts to be able to affect the process, and a police station applicant must pay $100. Asked if there were any difficulties in importing pepper spray in relation to laws on offensive weapon, Lewis added that there is a permit you have to get in order to bring it in, and if persons do not have it, we will consider it illegal. Only 9 permits have been issued thus far, and with these 9 permits, there seems to be problems also. So I would like the now Attorney General, Regional Amo, to keep a press briefing and to clarify to the citizens and them and individuals or company willing to improve the importation of pepper spray. I would like the Attorney General to clarify to citizens what individuals or company really need in order to bring in pepper spray. Remember in 2021 we pushed for this. Real Talk push for pepper spray. We got it passed. We just need the Attorney General to clarify one or two issues that is in the public domain. That is all we need. That is all we need. And it will be okay. It will be okay. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, we're going to hear the Prime Minister saying, I did not attack the DPPs directly. After this break.
Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk viewers. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali have stated that when he disclosed that the government had spent $45 million renovating, outfitting and leasing an executive building in Port of Spain to house the office of the Director of Public Prosecution, he was not attacking office holder Roger Gasper. Speaking during a media conference at the Diplomatic Center in Port of Spain, Dr. Ali stated that this was not an attack on the DPP, but a statement of fact. Listen to this.
To say what the cabinet had done and what the outcome had been is not an attack on the DPP. It's a statement of fact. It is not an allegation. And it was not done after I said it, and then the DPP came and responded. I was responding to what was said before, and that makes a big difference there. Big, big difference. And if you want to go down that road, you have the files. Show me one instance where I did or anybody in my government ever take issue with a decision of the DPP in any case.
The PM said there is no action of the government and no intention of the government to interfere with the DPP's work in his office. He added that to those who are speculating that they have seen something to do with government wanting to get rid of the DPP, his government has no intention or interest in that. Listen to the PM.
Today I want to tell the population But nothing is further from the truth. There is no action of the government, no intention of the government to interfere with the DPP's work in his office. So all those who are speculating that what you have seen is something to do with the government and whoever else wanting to get rid of the DPP, we have no interest in that. Except we want to know that the office of the DPP, the job is going on the way it ought to go on. And that the DPP can rely, whoever is in that office, can rely on 110% support from the government of Trinidad and Tobago, where the cabinet is involved to contribute to that work.
Now, viewers, Dr. Ali also dismissed comments by former Prime Minister Basil Pandey that the government wants to crush the DPP as absolute hogwash nonsense. He stated that he will not allow former Prime Minister of the UNC to talk that nonsense in the public domain and have it go unchallenged.
So when Basil Pandey comes out to have a few drinks with us, he must have had the drinks already when he gets up and says that the Director of Public Prosecution is going to be crushed by the government. Absolute hogwash. Nonsense. And I will not stand here quietly and allow former Prime Ministers of the UNC who are responsible for this PRCO scandal to come and talk that nonsense in the public domain and have it go unchallenged. I will challenge it every time.
So what I want to find out is that you spent $45 million renovating, outfitting, and leasing an executive building in Port of Spain to house the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. $45 million. Don't you think you all could have built a building? You all leased a building. You spent $45 million. You lease the building, you renovate the building, and you outfit the building. Does that make sense? Now, every year now, there's a lease. There's a certain amount that the government have to pay to whoever owns that building. Am I correct? Prime Minister, am I correct? There's a rental fee attached every month. On top of spending $45 million tax-paying money, we have to rent the building every month. Does that make sense? I'm sure I could have scraped up an next $45 million somewhere and build a building for the DPP that taxpayers' money don't have to pay for rent every 30 days. Oh, is that common sense? Or am I talking nonsense? You tell me, Mr. Prime Minister. Is that nonsense? Or am I saying something with sense? I want to know. You tell me. So Trinidad and Tobago, we spent $45 million. Again. That money could have gone to do something else. Saeed, you're talking nonsense? Really? Electricity going up, water going up, food in the grocery going up, gas might go up just now, traveling might go up just now, Digicel and B-Mobile might look to carry up their rates again just now, but I talking nonsense. Am I really talking nonsense? The opposition has also linked the government's comment to the DPP to his decision last October to discontinue the corruption case against former Attorney General Anand Ramlogan and former opposition Senator Gerard Ramdeen. So am I talking nonsense? $45 million waste again. You want a lease? You want a lease, you outfit, you renovate. I mean, money is being spent. Now hear this. He stated that he will not allow former Prime Minister of the United National Congress to talk that nonsense in the public domain. Listen to this.
I don't normally speak to the DPP because, as a matter of fact, contrary to what you hear the former Prime Minister, Mrs. Kamala Prasad Biswas, saying about the DPP, I have kept my distance very far from offices that are deemed to be independent, right? Because I know if you hear me talking to the DPP in a restaurant or in his office, or if you see me going to his office, that will make news for a month, right? So I rely on the Attorney General, this one and the one before, to be the liaison between the government and the office there. And I know that the AGs, this one and the one before, have that line of talk. And if I need to find anything else, anything out from there, I don't call the DPP, I don't go to him. You know, I go to the Attorney General to find out what is going on.
So Trinidad and Tobago, I have a question for you. And feel free to call in 2386716. Do you think the government could have scraped up another $45 million and build a building for the DPP office instead of leasing a building? Imagine police station in Trinidad. At this day and age, we are renting buildings for the police station. We are renting buildings for the police station. Imagine that. Dr. Ali noted that he has kept his distance from office that are deemed to be independent, because if he is seen talking to the DPP, it will make news for a month. The PM said he relies on Attorney General Regional Amo and the previous AG Faris Al-Rawi to be the liaising persons between the government and the DPP. Listen to the Prime Minister.
So when Basdio Pandi comes out to have a few drinks with us, he must have had the drinks already when he gets up and says that the Director of Public Prosecution is going to be crushed by the government. Absolute hogwash. Nonsense. And I will not stand here quietly and allow former Prime Ministers of the UNC who are responsible for this PRCO scandal to come and talk that nonsense in the public domain and have it go unchallenged. I will challenge it every time.
Well, there you have them. Caller, good night.
Hello?
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
Hi, Saieed, good night.
Good night.
I think the Prime Minister is a little too bitter. He's a bitter Prime Minister, he's not a caring Prime Minister.
Why you say that? Tell me.
He don't care about the people here. Look how much things we have to do. Look, recently, not too long, they started to snap in our area for property tax. Why is it that they're doing us that? Now they want we pay high rate for electricity, water, food, business slow. You can't afford nothing. What's going to happen?
I understand.
What's going to happen to us? Really, he's bitter. He is not a nice Prime Minister. He always blame, complain. Why is he up there for? Not to take care of the situation that is happening here? Why they bring us that for? He did not give us no money to build our home, you know. We work hard and build our home ourselves.
Correct.
Everybody where I'm living right now here, everybody plant cane, garden, nobody take bank loan to build nothing here, so nothing from the government help here. And he don't pay my bills.
Correct.
As you say. I pay my own bills.
Thank you so much.
Pay my bills. So he needs to come down from where he is. You know how the electric come down from there? He needs to come down from there.
He's too high.
Yeah, he's very high. He needs to come down. But as I say, God don't sleep. He will have to come down. You know, he has to drink water sometimes.
Thank you, my dear. So viewers, before we go on this break, I want to send out a happy birthday to Mama. Hazimoon from Freeport. From her children, grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. She's celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So, Hazimoon, Mrs. Hazimoon, a happy birthday to you. Call her good night.
Good night, Saieed.
My friend.
I heard this Prime Minister, sir, responding yesterday in his press conference. So I want to say this is our Prime Minister of Trinidad. And I can imagine, the crassness of this man, how it's, simple question is being asked. They could forward a question to the attorney. The man, he's saying, well, this is my press conference, ask me, this kind of way. There's no humility, I have never seen a prime minister of any other country, like this. Now, concerning the DPP, sir, why isn't this statement made that the man is not occupying the office? Why is this statement only made after this man discontinues certain case? Why, this is over 3 years, and it is the very first time. It is the very first time I'm hearing about this. Now, probably if those cases against, Basu, Pandey and others were discontinued, that issue would not have come up. This is the same Prime Minister who said, sir, that if you were closing your fridge door and you did not hear, Petrotric is not closing down, isn't the same Prime Minister who said that? So I don't know if the public or even their own supporters could believe anything at all this man say, anything at all. Now, referring, this is International Women's Day. So anyone could call him anything, whatever, but don't call him a thief. So where is all our taxpayers' dollars? Can it be accounted for? What about all those, the amount of money from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund? Where did it went? So the only improvement I can recognize in this country is the rebuilding of Balizi House. No other improvement is only Balizi House. And I wonder how much cake and how much raffle tickets were sold, sir, to build that. I would like an investigation into that. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. So, viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going straight to the saying, no one is denied health care in TNT after this break.
Wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtor Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtor Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtor Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtor Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook. Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Remember, you are getting 4% on a fixed deposit at Real Talk Credit Union, viewers, remember that you could also open an account for your kids, the grandmother, the grandfather, the father, the brother. Remember, other financial institutions are not allowing you to open a savings account for your kids. But at Real Talk Credit Union Information, you could do that and start saving for your kids for a brighter future. Remember, viewers, times are getting harder, and everyone is looking for an extra income. So Real Talk, we decided to give you 4% on a fixed deposit before the recession starts with you. Before the recession starts in Trinidad and Tobago, we have decided to do that. And you know, when I bring out something and throw it into the public domain, people just realize why Saieed did this and why he did that and why he did the next. Because I do it before time. I do it before. Look, we're giving you 4%. Look what is coming. Electricity is going up. Water is going to go up. Grocery price is going to go up. And what we offer you? We offer you 4% on fixed deposit. So you're getting more money now to face the hard times. Imagine that. I always think ahead of time, viewers. Remember that. I always think ahead of time. I think about things that will benefit you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Come on my show and then throw it out to you. The smart ones will understand what I'm saying. So as we continue our program tonight, remember, share our live stream, Facebook and YouTube viewers. So we're going on to the Health Minister, Terence Dial Singh, has told Shugona's East MP, Vandana Mohit, that she was wrong to claim that large numbers of persons in TNT are being denied access to health care in the public health system. He made a statement in response to a motion on the adjournment of the House of Representatives. In the motion, Mohit claimed that some young people with physical or developmental challenge were having difficulties accessing medical care. Dial Singh said that there is absolutely no barrier to anybody in Trinidad and Tobago accessing medical care. He stated that TNT adheres to the principles of universal access to health care service, and there is no barrier due to physical and developmental challenges or any other barriers for that matter. Listen to the MP.
If one reads the motion, the need for the government to address pressing issues related to access to medical care for young persons living with physical and developmental challenges. Let me state from the onset, there is absolutely no barrier to anybody in Trinidad and Tobago accessing medical care. As a motion, I could respond to the motion. Trinidad and Tobago adheres to the principles and practices of universal access for health services as a standard policy throughout the length and breadth of this public free healthcare system. There is no barrier due to physical and development challenges or any other barrier of that matter.
Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk, my friend.
And this thing with Dial Singh mentioning that no one is denied health. That is a blatant lie, because I am in the eye clinic in San Fernando General Hospital.
Oh,
and
so
you all come
you
on
are
a
in
Thursday,
you are in
you'll
the
see people standing up on the roadway in the health center, in the hospital. I have been trying to see the eye doctors and them for a year and a half now without any success. My eyes are going bad. I talk to people, poor old people who have no money, have to spend money to come down there, and then they refuse them.
Okay, so tell us some of...
I once talked to the guys and
Caller?
Yeah.
Tell us of some of the issues that the eye clinic is facing presently, some of the challenges that you face.
Well, some of the challenges that they have right now is that some of the machines to do the eye test, it's not working.
So the machine's not working?
No, the machines are not working.
What about medications?
Sometimes you don't get the medication. You don't have it.
What about the attitude of the nurses and the doctors towards these elderly individuals?
It's the worst. The security doing the work for the clerks and them. They're taking the patients and them private and personal information and reading it and telling them where they could go and where they can't go.
But they're supposed to have attendants or attendees at these special clinics for the elderly, correct?
Correct. Saheed, they have us standing on the roadway. They have us standing outside on the road.
This is at San Fernando?
Go in. San Fernando General Hospital.
Wow. It's sad.
And these doctors, I beg one of the clerks to go in because my eyes is getting worse. I beg one of the clerks to go in. And he went and he told me he talked to 3 doctors and all of them say they are not going to see me.
Just like that?
Just like that.
This is ridiculous, boy. But is the center staffed with nurses and doctors to actually take care of the elderly or individuals who are having eye problems?
The staff, I'm telling you, the staff, everybody, it's ridiculous. I happened to run, I had a time when I get upset and I went in there. And I saw 4 doctors sitting in a room, 2 of them on a table, on one of the desks, and the other 2 sit down, cock up their foot, and they're talking.
Serious?
Yes.
Wow. So they're not doing their job that they're supposed to be doing?
No. These young doctors are not doing their work.
My friend, thank you so much for exposing this to Trinidad and Tobago.
And here what? There's something else again. One of the doctors told me a time to bring my clinic at a certain private clinic, eye hospital, and I will get a discount.
This doctor works in the hospital there, telling you, when he attended to you, told you to bring your clinic card to a special place.
Correct.
That you will get a discount on surgeries?
Correct. I would get a discount on eye care, and I would get a discount on medicine and whatnot. I would get a discount.
Wow. Let me tell you something. This is real exposure, you know. My friend, thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
Now, viewers, Diyal Singh, you need to check on your doctors. This is what you need to do. You need to check on your doctors to see what other health facility that they are working in. And I mean, they must have individuals who would come forward and say, well, yes, you know, the doctor told us to go by John Doe and he will get a discount there because the same doctor is working there. This is ridiculous. Now, the thing needs to have something in place that would stop this. Is it that you work for the healthcare system or you work in a private institution? But you can't be in the hospital and telling individuals to go to the private institution that you'll get a discount price. Unless butchers. The other thing added that in TNT public healthcare system, one does not need insurance as other system. He also identified autism and the Down syndrome among the many developing medical disorders which can be treated in the public healthcare system. But look, we had a caller said he had an eye problem when he went in there and look at the situation he's faced with. Look at the situation he's faced with. You see, viewers, no wonder why we remain in number 1, you know. So here it is. In closing, he reminded opposition MPs of their absence from President Christine Kangaloo's inauguration. Hey, Diyal Singh, don't be a clown now, boy. Don't be a clown now. You're talking about medical and all of a sudden you jump to the MPs not attending the inauguration of the Prime Minister at the Queen's Park Savannah. What that have to do They all saying, the last time me and you had a heated argument, you end up in an accident, you know. And now, the last time me and the other thing had some heated argument on some foolish comments he'd be making on media conference, you end up in an accident, you know. What the hell does the MPs not appearing to the president swearing in have to do with the healthcare system? They all saying, you mind telling the public? So viewers, listen to this video.
I want to tell the member, do not play politics with a serious emotional issue like this. We can do better than that. As indicated by your absence at the swearing-in of the 7th president, you do not put country first. Thank you very much.
You do not put country first. All you hear that? These are the kind of things that is go against. This is the thing that is go against. You put country first and then do what you have to do. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to talk to utility ministers. Measures come in to reduce water wastage. Let's see how that goes after this break.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com. And we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Realtalk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Realtalk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Realtalk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Realtalk Group of Companies building at number 14 Grooney Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Viewers, Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez have stated that plans are underway to minimize the wastage of water while ensuring a better quality of service to the public. Gonzalez made the remarks while responding to questions during a panel discussions at the first annual Caribbean Regional Conference on Water Loss at the Hilton Conference Center. The minister stated that since his appointment as minister, there was around 5,000 reports of leak. Backlogs were made to WASA and his ministry. Now hear this. He added that by the end of the month, there will be relaunching a leak repair app where citizens can report leaks on that app. And once it enters into the system, the necessary procedures will be taken to allow the leak repair to respond within 24 to 48 hours. Listen to Gonzalez.
Over the last 2 years, because of this aggressive strategy to reduce the leak backlog, we've been able to reduce it to zero, and therefore the leaks that are currently on the system would have been leaks that have been reported within 30 days. We expect to remove that backlog somewhere in the region of 800, I'm advised, by the end of this month, thereby positioning the utility company to be able to respond to every report of leaks within a 24 to 48-hour period. Next month, we're also going to be relaunching our leak repair app, where customers and citizens will now be able to report leaks on that app, identifying the GPS location of the leak, uploading a video or a photograph of the leak, the address and what have you. And with the establishment of a live monitoring system or center, command center, once that report enters into the system, the necessary procedures would now be triggered to allow leak repair crew to respond within a 24 to 48-hour period.
Gonzalez said he never knew leaks contributed to so much water being lost until he witnessed one leak that he reported, and it took WASA almost a month to respond. Listen to this.
When I came in, I never imagined that leaks was really contributing to so much water being lost in your system. And I witnessed one leak that I reported as a minister, and it took WASA almost a month to respond to it. So I could not have imagined what the ordinary citizen reporting a leak, what they were experiencing.
He is the minister. He is the minister of public utilities, and it took WASA 1 month. So if the minister said WASA took 1 month to address that situation, imagine what the normal citizen of Trinidad and Tobago goes through. Imagine that. And here's the minister. Is he doing anything to speed up the process? The minister noted that $287 million could be used to upgrade and replace the aging infrastructure without recourse, and to reduce WASA reliance on state subvention for its existence. Listen to this.
There would be no need to increase water production in Trinidad and Tobago. I say that because the loss of 40 to 50% of water, which is the equivalent of 100 imperial million gallons of water, is split almost evenly between physical and commercial leakages. The loss is even further quantified in the vicinity of $287 million annually. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not lunch money. This is $287 million that could be used to upgrade and replace the aging infrastructure without recourse to additional government intervention, and to reduce WASA's resilience or reliance on state subventions for its existence.
It took 1 month. WASA took 1 month to repair a leak because the minister made a report. A water leak in Alligator Trace North, Monroe Road in Cunupia, is now causing issues, as residents stated. Look at this.
Okay, this gentleman is a WASA leak at Alligator Trace north of Monroe Road in Cunupia. This line has been leaking for the last 3 months, and despite reports made to WASA, nothing has been done. As you can see, the state of the road here, and what is happening, how the condition of the road continues to deteriorate with the leaking pipe. So this is what it is, and I am appealing to WASA and all the stakeholders at WASA to urgently address this situation. It is really untenable, and it is damaging the infrastructure of the road. Again, this is at Alligator Trace north of Monroe Road, Kunupia.
So now, viewers, within the last few months, WASA was ordered by the court to pay compensation to 2 homeowners in the sum of approximately $4 million, and yet they continue to operate in such a lackadaisical, incompetent, and inadequate manner in dealing with water main leaks in the country. The resident stated that the second leak on the corner of Alligator Trace and Monroe Road, Kunupia, has been ongoing for about 5 months. He stated that it was paved over by a contractor a few weeks ago because they were doing some spot repair. However, the issue is still continuing. So take a look at this one now.
Wasa, this here is another leak at the corner of Alligator Trace and Monroe Road in Kunupia. This Wasa line has been leaking for over 5 months now. About 3 weeks ago, a paving company was doing some spot paving and they paved over the leak. But one day after, same story. This continues to leak and it's really creating a very difficult situation with drivers having to maneuver these holes. As you can see, you can see that. You can see what's happening there. It's caused for major accidents. Wasa, please, you all do something about this. It's dangerous to have this water leaking and causing so much distress for drivers, pedestrians, and all road users. Wasa, this is not good. This is untenable. As you can see for yourself, this is the situation here. It's been going on too long. And this is Alligator Trace north there. That's where it is.
So you see, viewers, all I need you to do, pull out your camera, turn it sideways, do your video recording, and send it to us. That's all you have to do, and we will highlight the matter. So we have about 5 minutes in our show, viewers, but I have something special for those of you viewing our program, to the Muslim community in Trinidad and Tobago. Ramadan Mubarak to you. So taking this little song that Real Talk have prepared just for you.
عام مضى من عمرنا هلا هلال شهرنا بالخير جاء والسرور والهنا من فتحت فيه الجنان وأغلق باب النيران وسلسل الشيطان لا تقرب هنا رمضان يا رمضان يا خيرة الأزمان قد أنزل القرآن على النبي العدنان يا قلبي فاز الصائمون القائمون الراكعون الساجدون الحامدون التائبون لربهم بالشهر هلت الأفراح في ليلة القدر الفلاح فاطلب من الله النجاح يجعلنا من أهلهم أقبل عليه قاصدا وجه الكريم طالبا محو الذنوب ورحمة الرحمن يا رب واقبله لنا واجعله خير شاهدا وأعيده باليمن والإحسان. رمضان يا رمضان يا خيرة الأزمان، قد أنزل القرآن على النبي العدنان. يا قلبي فاز الصائمون القائمون الراكعون الساجدون الحامدون التائبون لربهم. بالشهر هلت الأفراح في ليلة القدر الفلاح، فاطلب من الله النجاح يجعلنا من أهلهم. يا قلبي فاز الصائمون القائمون الراكعون الساجدون الحميدون التائبون لربهم. بالشهر هلت الأفراح في ليلة القدر الفلاح، فاطلب من الله النجاح يجعلنا من أهلهم.
So viewers, we are at the end of our program tonight, but we do thank you for joining us this week on Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Remember, we do bring news in a different way to you. So from us here at Real Talk with Saieed Ali, we wish you a safe and enjoyable weekend until we meet Monday, or more for the 26th or the 27th, for another live show, Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Good night, viewers.